Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And now we get a look at a Pittsburgh offense led by Ben Roethlisberger. The Steelers, they've kind of taken control of the NFC North. Big Ben leaned on the kicking game in Week 15. Chris Boswell tying a club record with 6 field goals in the win over Cincinnati.
He showed a real veteran flair in that game, didn't he? I'm talking about Ben Roethlisberger, because the adage of take what the defense gives you usually applies well, but you also have to know when to take what you need. And late in the game, after those 6 field goals, they punched over a touchdown, and those were the winning points.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got the AFC leader in receiving yards last year, Antonio Brown. 15 yards through the air on a first down. Okay, give me that stat on Antonio Brown that we dug up before the game.
You mean that stat about how many catches over a 4-year period, that maybe
Correct.
he would be the #1 guy in the NFL if he passed Marvin Harrison, the recent Hall of Famer?
Yes.
That stat?
469, right?
Yeah, he got it done.
That's the reception number over a 4-year span.
He got it done even though he only had 3 catches in the game at Cincinnati. But let's face it, if he only gets 3 in one game, look out in the next one. He may explode.
Over the middle here to Brown. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Bell, of course, missed the first few games of the season, but still top 5 in the league in rushing. Was, though, held under 100 in Week 15.
Well, he probably used a lot of that in Week 14 at Buffalo when he ran for
That's
236 yards.
I think he's still running against Buffalo.
So he probably left a little behind, but what a matchup issue he is for any defense because of his ability to split out from the backfield and catch the football as well.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Ben to throw again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the two-point conversion coming up. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Brown, the lone receiver left. Roethlisberger will throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And now it's second down. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Man open left side is Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So here we go. First and 10 now. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
This is West. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Terrence West, truly a Baltimore man, played his college ball 12 miles from M&T Bank Stadium at Towson, and now having the best year of his young career with the Ravens.
Had 122 yards from scrimmage in their big win over Philadelphia in Week 15. And I think that he's done a magnificent job for them. Running it, catching it. He gives them a nice tandem with Kenneth Dixon in the backfield. But Terrence West is definitely their lead guy.
5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now West. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do snap it. Flacco now. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That'll give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And an electric scamper there from the 2nd-round pick in 2013 out of Michigan State.
And how about the way he's remade his body in the NFL? You remember back at Michigan State, big, thick, bruising runner. Yeah, he had some speed, he had some agility, but now he's slimmed down and he's gotten even quicker, which has led to more runs like the one we just saw there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown from 10 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible.